Everyone, this is Karen Allenak with Palms and Peaks Travel. I'm so glad that you're joining me here today. And on this video, we're going to talk about the benefits of using a professional travel planner when planning your vacation. Some of you, this is old hat to use a travel agent, but for some of you, this may be brand new. So I wrote about this on my blog, and if you want to read the whole article, go to www.palmsandpeaks.com, and then you can read that on the blog. So we're just going to hit a couple of the high points today. So for many of you, and I'm sure that a lot of people have booked vacations online, and when you know where you want to go, and maybe you just want to straightforward, just go ahead and book it. But think about whether or not, when you don't know where you want to go or are researching online and you pull up descriptions of hotels or destinations, and I want you to think about this. Every place that you go online, they're going to present their best face forward. So of course they're going to say that they're the best, come and stay at our hotel, come and visit our location, and they're going to want you to come to their property and stay at their resort or go on their cruise or whatever. But are you sure that this is the best place for you? And using a travel planner helps you to discern many different properties and many different destinations, because a professional travel planner is doing all the research beforehand. That a travel agent is researching and really is a specialist for all of these different destinations, for all of these different resorts, for all of these different tour operators. So they act as a neutral middleman to really give you a impartial view of these different options. So they can really compare and contrast for you, and depending on what your likes and dislikes are, can give you a better selection of what might be a better vacation for you. So oftentimes we may hear, when clients come to us, they say, I want to go someplace warm, and that's where they start. And that is really just a blank slate. So, you want to know what is your budget, and what kind of things did you like to do, and then you start sort of building from there. And a good travel planner, professional travel planner, will really get to know the client. So it's kind of fun, to sit down with the clients and start to interview them and really get to know who they are. What are their likes? What are their dislikes? What have they done before? Where have they been? What is their dream vacation? Because some things that they think could never happen can really happen. And I think that the average person really thinks, oh, I think these things I see in magazines or in TV shows or whatever, that it doesn't really exist, or it could never happen, or I could never get that in my budget. But you never know unless you work with a travel planner. We have access to so many things and so many places that the public never sees, because the public doesn't know how to get to these places and get to these little extras, that some of which only travel planners can get to. And that's also includes inventory. So a lot of what the public sees on their end, whether it be places to go, places to stay, even airlines, that's only some of it. But because we have a lot of access to things on our end and inventory that the public doesn't see. So that's another advantage of working with a travel agent. So that's just scratching the surface. So just imagine if, say, you imagine that you want to have a romantic dinner for two on the beach. It can happen, you want to go bungee jumping in New Zealand. That can happen. I mean, there's just so many things you can do. And you want to make sure that you're not choosing a fly-by-night operation. How do you know? How do you know for sure? It might look really great on the internet, but are you sure you're picking something that's safe? Are you sure that you're picking something that you can rely on? If you're going through a professional travel agent, we're doing the research. We have backing, that can that these operators have been screened with the people that we work with. So you have to think about these things. And do you have all the information you need? Do you know if you need a visa? Do you need a passport? Do you know when those expiration dates are for your visas and passports? There's all these questions that involve travel nowadays. Have you checked the State Department warnings for the places you're going if you're traveling internationally? There's so much information to know nowadays. Do you have everything you need when you're traveling? It's really great to have an advocate and then you get that with a travel planner. So we have so much to offer, and it's a relatively little cost to you. And you always have that person in your court. Should anything go awry on your vacation, your travel planner is there, a phone call away, knows where to get the answers to the questions that you have. So this is just a little part one to, I think, a little series I'm going to do on why using a professional travel planner is a good idea. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope I've given you some things to think about, and I hope you'll follow my blog as well on my website at Palms and Peaks Travel, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.